Hey girl, it's Coach B. Wiley. So I got a question on Cura.com, and this person wants to know, why is it that relationships are so hard, and what has changed that is causing relationships and people being in the relationships to be so strenuous to where they can't do it no more. My thing is, relationships have not changed. It's the people that are in them that are changing. Typically, when you're in a relationship, like think about your grandparents. My grandparents have been together, married over 60 years. Think about the old school days. They got married young, they thugged it out, they still together till death do them part. However, now social media plays a big part of it, because when you see nice shiny things on social media, you might think that the grass is greener on the other side. Not even think. Some people will convince themselves that the grass is greener on the other side, so they're incapable or literally refuse to put in the required work that is necessary to maintain the relationship. When the going gets rough, people just decide to get the heck out of Dodge. And that's just where we're at. So before you even decide to get into that relationship, when you're dating, one of the questions you need to ask is about conflict. When conflict comes up in your relationship, what do you generally do? You need to get an honest reaction from them. Of course, no one can say, all right, well, if you cheated on me and I walked in and I saw this is what I would do. You want to come up with, that is, something can happen like that, but you want to be very, very specific on what their emotional intelligence is about, how they respond, what kind of communicator they are. Do they lead with emotion, or do they lead with being rational and logical? That's what you want to know. And when they're in a relationship, are they quick? And this doesn't matter what kind of relationship. They could be at the job, a friendship, or an actual dating situation. Are they quick to throw in the towel? Do you see some patterns with them? And if you talk to them and get to know them when you're dating, if they're usually throwing in the towel and saying F it, or stepping outside of their dating situation and seeing other people on the side, then those are patterns and red flags that when they're with you, 9 times out of 10, due to their patterns alone, their previous patterns, they'll probably bail on you and or stop talking to you, the mute mouth man. I talk about that all the time because there are so many men out here giving y'all the silent treatment. It's crazy, because those are my most watched videos on all my platforms. So you need to find out what kind of dude this is. What kind of dude am I dealing with? And I get it. People will flip the script. I know probably 2 people that I can think of that I've dated in my life that completely showed up as one thing, and there was time. At one point, we talking about a whole year invested, and then they flipped the script. People do flip it. Usually that's not common. Usually someone will show you who they are as you're going along. It's on you to pick up on it. It's on you to address it. It's on you to inquire about it. It's on you to recognize what the heck is going on. It's on you to not be naive and green and gullible. It's on you to recognize that if you are naive, green, and gullible, that you got to do something about that, and you got to make a change. So when you're in this dating situation and all of a sudden you feel like they're ready to bail, or you're questioning if this is normal, do people nowadays not stick it out? Why are people so quick to get out? You need to, I think, in my opinion, I think that if you talk in the beginning and you watch their patterns and you listen and you ask pondering questions and you want to know about their previous dating situations, their relationships, their friendships, their jobs, you will see a pattern, even with themselves. Are they quick to be all in on something with themselves, like set like a weight loss goal over the time that they've been an adult, like from 20 to 40, and there's a pattern from 20 to 40 that they give up and say, oh, screw it? Is there a pattern? I'm telling y'all, there are patterns in things, and you need to be aware of it. And just because it's happening in your dating situation doesn't mean that everybody's like this. It could be that the dude that you're dating just don't be wanting to be stick it out because he just doesn't have what it takes. Or maybe he's unwilling to give what it takes to be with you. It's on you to decide if you want to deal with that or not. It's not on me to tell you what to do. It's just on me to let you know these are the tools you need. These are the questions you need to ask if you want to. Not need, but consider. You can consider asking certain questions in order to get the answers that you desire, versus going through this dating process, getting with someone, and then seeing that they kind of got one foot out of the dating situation versus both feet in, ready to go through it and figure it out. So no, the answer to the question that I was asked directly on Cura.com is are relationships like running into the ground? Are people just not invested? What's going on? What's changing? Relationships are relationships. I believe people are here to be partnered up. However, if you're with someone who is used to just hitting it and running, then that's not the kind of partner you want to be dating. That's why it's imperative when you're dating, and I know you're attracted to him and everything, however, put his looks aside. Act like you can't even see his looks. Literally, you blind to his looks. They don't have no effect on you. So you can focus on getting to know who he actually is. In front of you, behind you, when he ain't in the room with you. That's to do. Got it? And if you want to ask me a question on Cura, Quora.com, go ahead and ask me a question. Maybe, you know what? I'll add that to my link tree. I'll add Cura to my link tree because you can ask me a question on there anonymously. Whether you say your name or not, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to say your name. But you can ask me your dating and communicating questions on there if you want to, or on here if you want to. Whatever. You just have another option. And then I will address it in a video. Outside of that, lady, I want you to get it together, okay? Talk to you later.